Hello everybody, today we are doing yet another reaction video. I had just had brunch, I kind of slept in today, and lo and behold, we have Sumeru preview teaser 02 of Rain and Sand, which I'm pretty sure means we're going to see the desert parts of Sumeru, so I'm pretty excited for that. Let's dive right in. It is like not even 4 minutes long, so yeah, let's take a look at it. Okay, well, it's okay. We're starting off with the rainforest. Okay, maybe it's all of Sumeru? Ooh, this is kind of new. What is that? It's like some sort of botanical garden, maybe? Okay, a lot of stuff I've seen. I don't even know if it's from leaks or from official stuff. But a lot of it... Ooh, that's new. That mushroom looks new. That looks really pretty, and it has waterfalls on it.
须弥与以往的大版本不太一样，它含有雨林和沙漠两大部分。
Oh, it's a rainforest specifically. Okay. Bro, sounds like exactly where I live. This is my land, guys. My land.
区别于里约的柱状形式，倒砌的横切硬朗，须弥的山石更加符合热带湿润的地区特征。这种偏柔性轮廓的山石结合古代巨树，贯穿在整个地块。
Massive ancient trees, so a lot of verticality. Wow. And the music, I love the flute. Oh my gosh, is that an upside down pyramid? It's giving me off Mario Odyssey vibes. Ooh, oh, that looks intense. Underground. Oh. This looks huge. That looked really good too. Okay, we're not getting Sinnoh or Sinnoh until we get access to the desert. I love these designs. They're like incorporating like fantasy, like forest elfish type stuff with like some, I want to say Middle Eastern, but like that sort of area type of vibes. Is that a big ass ruin guard thing? Okay, we're gonna look back at that later.
玩家初到这片奇幻森林，会发现一座建立在巨树上的城市。在这片被草神护佑着的国度，你会遇见一群可爱的小精灵。
Wait, only children can see these little spirits? That's cute. Wait, but can travelers see them? Those things look super cute. Oh my god, they're so cute! I really hope we can see them. See, there's the ruin guard thing again. That thing's huge. Are we gonna see ruin guard things as big as that one? New weekly boss confirmed. Or world boss, I don't know. I'm upside down. Wait. Oh, okay. And tornadoes? More ruin guard things. With your giant robot deep inside the desert. Oh, that's some big lore stuff. Is that Ayaka? That's Ayaka. Okay, cool. So they did actually end up touching base on the ruin guard things, which is cool. Let me see if I can pop the one in the forest real quickly. Let's see. That thing's huge, bro. Imagine fighting something like this. I mean, it's really easy for hit points, so I feel like Ganyu at a distance just keeps hitting it and we're good. Big enough that we could probably go inside of it and then find like hidden treasure maybe. And then there's one in the forest and one in the desert. I wonder what kind of story they have or what kind of lore between the two that involves. They showed a lot of images. So let's see if we can go through them one at a time. This is probably one of the sceneries we first see when we get to the Sumeru region is going to be my guess. Or we head deep into the forest where this giant tree is. And then I think behind this image is maybe the chasm or something. That would be my assumptions at this point, but it looks very lush and green and beautiful. Definitely does not look like a rainforest at the moment, outside of it being very foresty, which I'm not complaining about. A lot of more sunny scenery just to like highlight the beauty of Sumeru would be a lot better than typical rainforest weather where it's just pouring rain all the time, because this is pretty. They only showed sunny scenes as well. They haven't showed us what it looks like at night, I don't think yet. I'm kind of curious to see how that goes, because my guess is that some of these mushrooms and flowers and whatnot will light up to give a little bit luminescence to the night scenery, or those little spirit things that looks adorable. Like you see, this mushroom lights up, but this looks deep into the forest where these mushrooms do need to light up because we're like deep into the forest and all that stuff. And the environments are so different from another, and this is all from one region. It really makes me wonder what the enemies, the variety of enemies we're gonna get in this region, because I feel like it should be relatively substantial considering on how different the environments look, or they just might not do that, keep it all the same. And then over here, this is giving us a lot of information, I think. We have got big forest. I'm gonna assume this is part of the main Sumeru village. This image is again the ruin guard that we saw here. He's blocking something, but we do see water, and I don't think we've actually gotten a good glimpse of any water flowing outside of leaks, obviously. But all this water I would feel like would either lead or come from this image over here on the top right that we discover. Kind of hard to identify because it's in grayscale. I'm assuming these are all plants, although this kind of looks like the head of like some sea serpent, but I don't think it is. I think that's just a little patch of land and like a tree or a tude plant type things over there, and that's probably a traveler. Then he's blocking this, and I honestly cannot tell what this is. This looks like a mushroom house to me, but who knows? This image on the bottom right, we have not seen this area yet, but it looks like a very dead forest. Maybe this is a plot point like after the Fatui get involved and the Harbingers get involved, because as we know from one of the trailers, the forest does burn, although it was Kali's dream. We don't know if that's going to end up happening or if that's just a dream she has and we prevent it, but this could look like part of Sumeru Forest is like dead. He grabs an image that we saw with the blue and purpley mushroom plant things, but what's most interesting to me is the bottom left here. We have a scale of traveler and these things. I'm going to assume that this will help us teleport locations from the looks of it. This one is not activated. This one's activated and we teleport into something. I don't know if there's going to be some weird fast traveling thing or some special mini domain type of thing, or maybe it's just like tied to an event and there's like some sort of time travel or something involved with going into this glowy yellow light, but who knows at this point. I cannot really tell what they mean by the top right of this image over here, and I really cannot tell what's happening there. This is like a bunch of information, and I think we should pay a little bit of attention to it as we get more revealed to us, or as we get access to Sumeru. And then over here we have a lot more images, but it's just way too blurry for me. I don't know if anyone has the ability to unblur images to get more details on it, but all I will say is this red thing I think is a new area that we have, is an image we definitely haven't seen yet. And this left thing over here looks like an enemy. It looks like a ruin guard because of the slight orange, but with some like Sumeru greenery on it. Whether it's an active enemy we have to fight or just like another ruined one that's no longer functional, we'll have to just wait and see. Then we just see more scenery, which is really pretty, but nothing too enticing until they finally show us the desert. And holy crud, does it look huge. A lot of like nothing happening, like there's just lots of traveling in the sand, but I'm sure there's going to be hidden stuff that we have to unlock. I'm quite interested in this upside down pyramid thing floating on top of a mountainous volcano, and this spewing dust or whatever that's coming above it makes me really wonder if there's more verticality, or maybe at some point we know there are floating islands in this world, so maybe this leads to something like that. I don't know. Then you kind of get closer looks on the ground level. We have little oases, like an oasis being shown to us, a cactus right over there, so you know. But yeah, I really do wonder if we are going to suffer from like hydration or whatever, and we need to like quickly reach little pools of water to not lose HP if we travel in the heat for too long. My guess is that part of the desert we will not suffer through that, but then there's a part of the desert where it's more like dragon spine, and I think it's going to be split that way because the desert looks really big. I don't think they could make the whole region like that because it would just be too much of a pain, to be completely honest, but only time will tell. But not only that, but then we see like actual like excavation and ruin sites. Like this is very Egypt with these statues over here. It's super cool. And this does not look like Sinnoh, the character. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name, but this one is more of a bird instead of the dog thing that dude is costume hoodie thing is wearing. There's going to be a lot to unlock here, and I am all for it. Then you go inside one of it, and it's just as big. This looks like a gravestone, honestly. Like if you think about like ancient Egyptian kings and whatnot, I think these are supposed to be the guardians that are protecting the crypt of a former king. Is usually the aesthetic I'm going with. I could be completely wrong. I'm not an expert in this thing. Maybe this could be even an entrance to a domain. We see some fishing boats or some boats that we can travel in, so I have a feeling we will be able to do some boat travel, and we could tie in some fishing events as well as maybe some boat related mini puzzles and whatnot. Oh wait, I lied. They did show us the forests. Withered forests. This is very interesting. I feel like, well, I guess time will tell when we see this, but this is really another area that we don't know about. I'm gonna assume this is further north of Sumeru, so it ties in closer to other parts, maybe west, closer to Natlan, northwest, so like no speculation, but yeah, this definitely looks very different from the rest of Sumeru, and there's probably reasons. Maybe this is the part where it burns down instead, and it's not like the main part of Sumeru. I don't know. We're able to kind of piece together where things are in correlation to like the rest of Teyvat and where the map is. It kind of also helps that I've seen leaks, but that's besides the point. Yeah, but it's good to know that it's not just forest and desert, but there's like other in-between parts as well, just to like transition into the different areas, which is pretty cool and interesting, and honestly just well done. I'm gonna get myself so lost touching grass in Sumeru. And here's another like transitional thing, like look at this. The withered forest actually makes a lot of sense now that you see these rocks. It looks like some giant ass crater fell here, and whatever toxins or whatever it released, and who knows, maybe it was Zhongli that did this, and it's still taking effect, and the forest has not healed yet, although there is like little patches of where it's healing, but there are definitely some parts definitely closer to the area of impact, I would assume, where it's still just dead. How much of it are we getting in 3.0? Like crazy. And then we get a closer look at the upside down pyramid, except they flip the camera around to like fool us and stuff. So much is happening. Bro, I want to know what happened, what this is all about though. This is cool. What kind of power source is this? Are the Fatui going to be after this too? Like what's happening? So many questions that I cannot answer and that none of us will be able to answer till 3.0. With that, I'm going to end things here. Let me know what you think about this trailer, because I am so hyped for exploration at this point. I just want it so bad right now. But with that being said, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit that like button. But with that being said, it is time to end things here. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, adieu and goodbye.